Come on in, everybody. Come on in. My God. YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, diamondandsilk.com. Come on in for a lovely show. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
We're going to be breaking down this witch hunt. We call it Witch Hunt 2.0.
Yes.
The lies, the setup, and the cover-up.
That's right.
We're even breaking down the transcript between President Trump and President Zelensky. And we're breaking down the whistleblower complaint. Breaking down all of the mainstream media lies, the Joe Biden cover-up. And we have a question. How did Nancy Pelosi know what was in that transcript before it was declassified and released to the public?
And don't forget about Adam Schiff.
Oh, Lord, it looked like some Schiff is about to hit the fan, girl.
Yes, it is.
That and so much more. We're not going to keep you postpone everything. No. Are we up on our portals?
We're up on our portals.
Okay. Hit it, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. We're your host, Diamond and Silk. And Silk, oh Silk, it's been like a long 2 weeks.
A nice long journey.
Before we get into the nitty gritty, stop right now. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, wherever you're at, share this video. Sharing is caring. We have a lot to talk about tonight. And share it.
Share it.
Share it, you all. Sharing is caring. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you will receive a notification whenever we drop content. And make sure you hit the notification bell on YouTube. Okay? So, tonight's show is being brought to you by the Chit Chat Tour. I want you to head over there to chitchattour.com to get your tickets. Where are we headed? Orlando, Florida.
We're headed to Orlando.
We are headed to Orlando, Florida, you all.
Yes.
First of all, before I even get into that, I just want to say, let's put our disclaimer out there.
Yes, let's disclaim it.
I want you all to understand that our show is strictly our opinion.
Yep.
And we speak those opinions from the heart.
That's right.
And I'll add this here to it. Our First Amendment rights allow us to have these opinions.
That's right.
So I just want to throw that out there to you.
I'm glad
because
you
know
did.
People, oh my God, they ain't the news. We never said we was the news.
No.
We never said we was the news. But we will spread some news. If we see some trickery going on, we got to call out some stuff.
That's right.
And we don't have no problems doing that. Okay, so October the 5th, we're going to be in Orlando, Florida. For the Viewers View Forum, head over to chitchattour.com to get your tickets. October 26th, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And November 23rd, Dallas, Texas. Get your tickets at chitchattour.com. That's chitchattour.com.
Yes.
Not trying to rush, but want to thank everybody for even sharing the tour dates all over your groups and your event pages. As you know, when you're on these social media platforms, if you are conservative, it's very, very hard to advertise. They stop you every which way, but I can't focus on what they're doing.
That's right.
I have to focus on what we're doing.
That's right.
So we're keeping the movement going. So make sure, thank you so much for sharing everything you are. We surely appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Special thank you for everybody that makes this a girl night out or a guy night out.
Oh, yes.
Or everybody come. I love it when we come. What was we at? We was just in Montana and Irvine. We didn't talk to you all since Montana, I believe.
Okay.
Has it been?
Montana?
Yeah.
I think we have.
We did. Okay, so we was in Irvine, California. And I love it when they come up in groups to take pictures because they made it like a girls' night or a guy night out to hang out with Diamond and Silk. So thank you all so much. We surely appreciate that.
That's the audience. That's where we was at right there.
Irvine. Oh, that's where we was at. You all. Irvine, California, sold out show. Yeah. And we had a good time.
It was amazing. It was really, really, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
whenever we walked into the room.
Yeah.
And the music was playing and the energy was right.
Yes.
Everybody was so happy.
They surely was.
And everybody was patient. I noticed they wasn't rushed, but everybody was patient.
And we can feel the love right there in Irvine.
The love.
Thank you all so much. You all know we've been traveling because from Irvine we went to Escondido, California, because we had a speaking engagement there.
Yes.
Thank you all for your hospitality. It was so beautiful.
Oh, it was amazing.
They had it beautiful there for us. Thank you all so much for
the lobster.
The lobster and steak. Thank you all.
It was delicious.
Thank you. California have the best fruit to me.
Yeah.
The fruit is very good.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for all of your
and the aloe vera plant.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, do they know what they have here? This is like the fountain of youth.
Oh, wow.
This is amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, and then from there, we went to Fair.
And then from there, we headed to Fair, you all. Fair is in D.C., where we talked to about 40 radio stations. And look.
It's the Federation for American Immigration Reform.
Okay, right.
Yes.
And I'm telling you all, we were like, listen, so imagine you up, down, up, down. You're flying up, you're down. We just had so much to do.
Yeah.
But you know what? We got it all done. Thank you for our team, our amazing team.
Yes.
That stepped in to make sure we were where we were supposed to go. And we talked to, I don't know how, probably about 40 radio stations.
Yes, right at 40.
Right at 40 radio
it's
stations.
Not 40 plus.
It's not 40 plus, but we had a good time.
So much fun doing it.
Yes, we do. Yes, we did. So thank you all at Fair, and hopefully we'll see you all around this time next year, 2020.
Yeah.
Also, thank you all to all of you all that get these trolls straight.
Oh, yeah.
I love you all for that. Somebody emailed and said that somebody on Instagram called us apes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so the girl said she reported to Instagram, but Instagram said that they didn't violate any rules. But if that would have been Roseanne Barr, that would have probably violated a rule. You see what I'm saying? It's so hypocrisy, you all, is so real.
I remember going past an email recently too, where somebody they were saying something about how they got hate from one of our posts. They comment, and then the trolls came and attacked them and wanted to know why we don't block them. But the way that Twitter has it set up, when you block them, we can't see them,
but
they can't see us, but you all can still see them.
Right.
That's how they have it set up. So we can't control what these platforms choose to do.
Right.
But what you do is either you go toe-to-toe with them or you ignore them because they have no facts.
Right, and a lot of these people are paid trolls. As soon as you drop something, here they come.
Here they come.
They have their stuff set up to troll.
Right. They have it automatically set up.
Where when you drop content, bam, they write on your stuff.
Yeah. Before the people that have click to follow our page or like our page and want to see our content, before they even get our content, the trolls have our stuff.
That's right. So
but
that's
we're
just
not
how
going
it
to
is.
focus on that.
No, I'm going to focus on the goal, President Trump being elected in 2020.
Yes,
okay. And thank you to all of our fans and followers, those that clap while we're in the airport, that love on us.
Oh, wow.
We love you all so much. We have so many fans. I always say, how do all of these people know us? For California to be a very liberal state, we had a lot of people in California that really loved us in the airport and everything.
Yeah.
And then while we were coming into D.C., people with them phones out, snapping those pictures and snapping those pictures.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much. We love you. And thank you. We appreciate that. Listen, we have a major announcement that's going to be coming soon. So if you want to hear about the announcement to stay connected, go to chitchatme.com.
That's right.
We have a huge announcement. And I always say the beans are staring.
Oh, yeah.
We're staring them.
We're
You're
still
seasoning
cooking them, and they're still simmering. We're still seasoning them. The lid is on the top of the pot.
Yeah. But we cannot spill the beans until the beans are cooked.
Until they're done.
So thank you
and
all.
They're almost done.
They're almost done. So sign up at chitchatme.com so you can stay informed and updated. Okay, did I get it? Right. And now let's get to the nitty gritty. Okay, you all. So
special shout out to Mom and Dad.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Hey, love you all.
Okay, you all. So we were on the airplane.
Yeah.
Headed to D.C. And I'm sitting up there looking at Nancy Pelosi. I got so mad. that I know the man in the back was like, what was wrong? The man behind us was like, what's wrong with Diamond?
Ooh, answer.
Because it was too much.
Like, are you serious?
But by the time we landed in D.C., they had already had all of this foolishness playing out.
Right,
So we on the plane watching it all go down. The lies began flying all over the place. You had the media starting to say that President Trump had broke the law. He did this and he did that. You had Nancy Pelosi saying she was going to make a statement around about 5 p.m.
Right.
I think we had already landed.
We had just landed.
We had just landed when she did her shenanigans. But leading up to it, we were on a plane watching it all go down.
And leading up to it, the president had put out a tweet that he was going to declassify and unredact the transcript.
The transcript, that's right.
And this was before she actually did.
That's right.
Her impeachment inquiry announcement.
That's right. Thank you, DM. So on YouTube, I see you. Okay, so we listened to all of this here go down. First of all, they never talked about the president at the United Nations.
Well, I mean,
where was we at? Was we headed to DC too? We had to do it.
We was
it a layoff?
Plane,
we was on the plane,
and we got to listen to his speech.
His speech was phenomenal.
Yes.
He did a phenomenal speech, all talking about conservatism and letting people know, listen, take care of your own country.
Take care of your country, yes.
I'm taking care of mine. Get your countries where they can be prosperous, where they have economic opportunity. Yes. He hit back at Facebook and said, you all, this ain't tyranny. You ain't no dictators.
That's
right. People are going to be able to have their First Amendment rights. I mean, he hit on a lot of things, which was beautiful. So when I was looking at Fox, I was shocked to see Nancy Pelosi on there talking this nonsense. She was at some event, but I couldn't believe Fox had played it out like that.
Played it out.
No worries. I sat there and I listened to her, and I'm like, she's not making any sense. And then by the time we landed, there was the announcement.
And it seemed like she's making a mockery of this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I take my vote very serious. Because I know what it means. But I feel like the Democrats are making a mockery of the American people.
Right.
And don't realize that we have feelings too.
That's right.
And a lot of us are getting really pissed off.
Pissed to the off. Pissed to the HELL off.
Yep.
Because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, first it was Russia.
Yes.
Couldn't find any Russia collusion. So we calling this here the witch hunt 2.0.
Yeah.
Because now they're trying to find some Ukraine collusion. Okay? All right. And I tweeted out something the other day. People, read the transcript for yourself. Read the transcript.
Yes.
For yourself.
Yes.
Do not go on what the left-wing media and some on the right are saying.
Yes.
Read it for yourself.
Well, we're going to read it tonight.
And we're going to read it tonight. Okay.
Over it,
okay.
Yeah.
So she go ahead, Sylvia.
Well, no, I was just going to say, so Nancy Pelosi, yes, she pushed forward with the impeachment.
Right.
But here was my deal.
Come on.
There was no transcript. Of the conversation that it came out. No transcript from the whistleblower, no complaint. We saw absolutely nothing.
Well, she pushed an inquiry of impeachment to me based on hearsay.
Based on hearsay, because it was not based on any type of high crime.
That's right, or misdemeanor. Because in order to impeach a president, you cannot impeach based on your political bias.
Right.
They have to be high crimes and misdemeanor.
That's right.
Okay?
You're absolutely right.
Okay, so I just want to make sure we understand that. You want to go into this here?
We're almost there.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to say that, Nancy Pelosi has a problem.
Well, she has a problem, and I don't know who's supposed to solve the problem, because I know we the people hold Congress accountable, but who holds Nancy Pelosi accountable when she get in front of the American people, launched this inquiry of impeachment, but didn't have nothing to go on but hearsay?
Right.
Because hearsay is inadmissible in court, so why are they making it admissible in Congress?
Making it admissible in Congress.
That's right. When it's inadmissible in court.
And they making it admissible in Congress.
Right. That's right.
So we tweeted.
Go ahead.
And we tweeted, when will Lindsey Graham open up an investigation on Nancy Pelosi? She launched an impeachment inquiry before knowing facts. Did she already have firsthand knowledge of what was in the whistleblower complaint since he or she was fed secondhand info? Who planted the plant?
Oh, I like it.
Because some stuff was not making sense.
That's right.
How are you going to say we're going to impeach him on some hearsay stuff, but you're not impeaching him on facts?
On facts. You have no facts.
That's what you're
that's
supposed to
just
do.
like somebody say, you told me something.
Yes.
I go to the police department, like I seen it and I witnessed. And the police come and start investigating you and looking at you because of hearsay. That's not going to hold up in the court of law.
Well, I like how you said something the other day.
How did I say
how
it, girl?
We've been blowing the whistle on Congress since 2015.
That's right. Most of them up there is corrupt.
That's right. So we want to know how they filthy rich off $174,000 a year salary. Now listen, you all. Keep in mind that the Trump administration reportedly began placing transcripts of Trump's calls with several foreign leaders in a high classified repository after leakers publicly divulged the contents of Trump's private calls with the leader of Mexico and Australia in 2017.
So they were protecting those calls and making them more. Thank you, Nalene's Pie.
Yeah.
They was protecting them to make sure that nobody would take and leak that call out.
Exactly.
Or leak any calls out.
Okay. And now you got to remember one thing. And you all, let's say another disclaimer. Okay. We are going to go over tonight.
We surely are,
you all. I mean,
because we want to break this down.
We did a lot of research and some stuff. It's just we got to really disclose this. We have to talk about this.
And we have to discuss it because we know that it's weighing on the American people.
Yes.
But instead of listening to sensational lies, sound bites, so people can get ratings, let's look at the facts and the truth.
Let's talk about it.
Because see, all this can be scrapped real quick.
Real quick.
But you got them sensationalizing a narrative and they telling a lie.
A darn lie.
That's what it is.
Now you got to remember that there was a lot of Obama leftovers.
That's right.
Okay? Within the intelligence department.
Right.
Still around our president.
Right.
And if you remember, before and even after the inauguration, we told you all that something wasn't right.
That's right.
We're going to have to go into deep prayer for our president. He is surrounded really, truly, absolutely by the swamp.
That's right.
We told you all that. And so when you have these different people sitting there staged to do this and staged to do that, Obama lapsing the surveillance laws and
surveillance,
different things. Look, all of this stuff were like landmines put in place. Okay? Because they do not want our president to succeed. Originally, it's supposed to be Hillary Clinton.
Right.
They wanted her to be the president so that she can hide all of this stuff. But everything is floating to the top.
Right.
So, you know, the next day, the transcript was released.
The transcript was released, okay? So, can we go? You want us to go on and read the transcript?
No. Okay. Almost there. And I'm doing
okay, I got you so that we can be in order. Because, you know, I can be all over the place.
Because a lot of stuff that the media was reporting was lies.
It was taken out of context. Okay.
Right.
So, the mainstream media, this is what they're trying to say.
The
mainstream media, the very fake news is trying to say that the president pressured a foreign government to investigate a political opponent.
That's the lie.
Okay, that's the lie.
That's the lie.
The narrative that they've sensationalized.
They're trying to push.
Okay, but can I just say this here?
Go ahead.
There's a difference between interference and requesting information.
That's right.
There's a big difference.
There's a difference
with that. Okay.
Yes,
all right. Okay. Now
they're trying to say that our president pressured a foreign leader to dig up dirt on a political opponent.
Again, there's a difference between interference and requesting information.
Okay, so nothing, and we're going to go over the transcript in a few seconds. Nothing about the 2020 election was brought up.
Nothing about the 2020 election was brought up.
Nothing about withholding aid was mentioned.
Nothing about withholding aid.
Nothing about the DNC or the Democrats was mentioned.
Come on.
Their names was not mentioned. No quid pro quo. No threats, no pressure, And the only way to prove it is to read all of the information instead of dissecting a few sentences.
That's right.
Like I saw a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a
Well,
whole
not
lot of
only
the mainstream
dissecting a
media.
few, look at Adam Schiff, how he added his own little
stuff.
flavor
Oh yeah,
to
we're
it.
gonna get to you, Adam.
Yes.
Shifty Schiff.
That's
So I
right.
have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How can you dig up dirt against Biden when he's on video bragging about his own dirt?
That's right.
He bragged about how he blackmailed, bribed, and extorted the Ukrainian by threatening to withhold $1 billion in aid unless they fire the prosecutor.
That's right.
There's nothing to dig up because Biden's sugar honey iced tea was already floating to the top.
He the one. He's so arrogant.
Yes.
He the one arrogantly let it all out
Let
what
it all
he did
hang out.
and joked and laughed about it
That's
like it
right.
was funny.
That's right.
And it wasn't nothing funny. So you can't dig up anything on somebody when that person already put it out there in the street.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So now one more thing I wanted to go over, and the reason why I want to go over this is because when you get to the transcript, I want you to understand what went down. Okay.
Come on.
In 1999, Bill Clinton signed a treaty agreement between the U.S. and Ukraine, which allows legal assistance from the Ukraine when prosecuting a wide variety of crimes. Okay.
Okay.
So if you have a way of searching that, Google, if they still have it up, feel free to look
to read
at
the treaty.
Yeah.
And this was signed November 10th, 1999.
It was in 1999.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So it talks about. Hold on one second.
Do we need to read it?
I wish you would.
Okay. So here's what it says: the White House, November 10th, 1999, to the Senate of the United States, with a view to receiving the advice and consent of the Senate to ratification. I transmit herewith the treaty between the United States of America and Ukraine on mutual legal assistance in criminal matters with annex, signed at Kyiv on July 22nd, 1998. I transmit also for the information of the Senate an exchange of notes, which was signed on September 30, 1999, which provide for its provisional application, as well as the report of the Department of State with respect to the treaty. The treaty is one of the series of modern mutual legal assistance treaties being negotiated by the United States in order to counter criminal activities more effectively. The treaty should be an effective tool to assist in the prosecution of a wide variety of crimes, including drug trafficking offenses. The treaty is self-executing. It provides for a broad range of cooperation in criminal matters. Mutual assistance available under the treaty includes taking of testimony or statements of persons, providing documents, records, and identifying, articles of evidence. Serving documents, locating or identifying persons, transferring persons in custodies for testimonies or other purposes, executing requests for searches and seizures, assisting in proceedings related to restraints, confiscation, forfeitures of assets, restitution, and collection of fines, and any other form of assistance not prohibited by the law of the requested state. I recommend that the Senate give early and favorable consideration to the treaty and give its advice and consent to ratification.
And that was signed by William J. Clinton.
Okay,
Bill
so there
Clinton.
was a treaty.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
And you know what? That allows the president
That's
to
why
work
we're about
with
to get
Ukraine
into it. Yes.
about corruption.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Now.
Now.
So let's talk about the
down to the goody.
The classified, and we thought it was important to read this because I tweeted out, hey, you should read this for yourself. The president did no wrong. So we're going to read it tonight, okay? And if you all have a copy, get your copy. We can go over together. And we're going to break it down how we see it, okay?
We got to break it down the way they stated it.
Because, hey, we can see this with all 8 of our eyes right here.
They forgot we wear glasses.
They forgot. And they forgot. We on to them.
That's right.
Okay, so here it goes, you all.
Okay.
It was a telephone conversation between President Zelensky of Ukraine and the President of the United States.
And this here was on July 25th, 2019 at 9:03 a.m.
And the phone call looked like it only lasted a few minutes.
About 30 minutes.
Okay, about 30 minutes. Okay.
Well, it's saying to 9:33, but
Okay.
I don't know if this 30 minutes worth of talk.
Okay, that's
still.
why I said a few minutes, but okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is what the president said. The president said, "Congratulations on your great victory. We all watched from the United States, and you did a terrific job. The way you came from behind, somebody who wasn't given much of a chance, and you ended up winning easily. It's a fantastic achievement. Congratulations. There's nothing wrong with what he said. He called to congratulate this president.
Yep, for winning the parliamentary election.
Right.
I don't know if I'm saying that word right, and you all got to remember that
Parliamentary.
I'm from the country, okay?
Yes.
So I do not know. Let me just be honest. I am not politically correct when it comes down to pronouncing a lot of words because I am from the country.
Yes.
But I do my damn best, and y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's
okay?
right.
All right. So parliamentary election is what was won by Zelensky party.
And the president
called to congratulate him. Okay.
So President Zelensky said, "You are absolutely right, Mr. President. We did win big, and we worked hard for this. We worked a lot, but I would like to confess to you that I had an opportunity to learn from you." Can I stop right there?
Stop right there.
So it seems to me that President Zelensky admires President Donald J. Trump.
That's right.
For the way he did, for the way he operates. It looked like he took some lessons from the president.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any pressure, y'all? Y'all see any pressure?
I don't see no pressure.
Any pressure points?
Okay.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
All right.
Okay. Then Zelensky went on to say, "We used quite a few of your skills and knowledge and were able to use it as an example for our elections. And yes, it is true that these are unique elections. We are in a unique situation that we are able to achieve a unique success. I'm able to tell you the following. The first time you called me to congratulate me when I won the presidential election, and the second time you are now calling me when my party won the parliamentary election. I think I should run more often so you can call me more often and we can talk over the phone more often." So it seems like that he was really happy that the president was calling.
But can I say one thing now? Because what the news is reporting is that the president called him to ask him to dig up dirt on Biden.
Do y'all hear any of that? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Now the president laughed. He said, "That's a very good idea. I think your country is very happy about that." President Zelensky said, "Well, yes. To tell you the truth, we are trying to work hard because we wanted to drain the swamp here in our country."
Can you read that?
Yes,
can you read that
I can.
sentence again?
He said, President Zelensky said, "Well, yes. To tell you the truth, we are trying to work hard because we wanted to drain the swamp here in our country."
Can I say one thing?
Say it, girl.
Zelensky nor President Trump, they didn't know that this here was going to be unclassified.
Right.
And the whole public was going to see this right here.
That's right.
So this wasn't planned.
That's right.
Okay?
And it sounds like Zelensky know that there's some corruption going on. And just like we trying to drain the swamp over here, they're trying to drain the swamp over there.
Okay.
Read on. Okay. He says, we brought in many new people. Now that old politicians, not the typical politicians. Not the old politicians, not the typical politicians, because we want to have a new format and a new type of government. You are a great teacher for us, and in that. So here, let me stop right there. So that lets me know that the old government must have been corrupt in some kind of way.
Okay.
That's my opinion about that when I read that.
Right.
Do y'all hear any quick pro quo?
Any pressure?
Do you hear any kind of pressure?
Anybody talking about digging or anything?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Let's move. Now
on.
Here's what the president said. Well, it's very nice for you to say that. I will say that we do a lot for Ukraine. We spend a lot of effort and a lot of time, much more than the European countries are doing, and they should be helping you more than they are. Germany does almost nothing for you. All they do is talk, and I think it's something that you should really ask them about. Stop right there.
Stop right there.
The president stated what the European countries do and how they don't really do nothing for Ukraine. So Ukraine need to start talking up for themselves. Did that sound like any kind of harassment, quid pro quo, pay for play, and pressure to y'all?
Any?
Don't sound like none to me. Okay. And then he went on to say, all they do is talk, and I think it's something that you should really ask them about. When I was speaking to Angela Merkel, she talks Ukraine, but she doesn't do anything. A lot of the European countries are the same way, so I think it's something you want to look at. But the United States has been very, very good to Ukraine. I wouldn't say that it's a reciprocal necessarily, because things are happening that are not good, but the United States has been very, very good to Ukraine. Okay? So he just basically say, we know there's some corruption going on up in there. But we still been good to you, Ukraine. We still been good to you.
We still been good to you. There was a point that I wanted to make on this right here.
Okay, come on.
I'll circle back around to it once I find it, because I noticed that the very fake news is reporting as far as whenever President Trump said that the United States has been very, very good to Ukraine, I wouldn't say that it's reciprocal necessarily, that they didn't understand what reciprocal mean, what he was talking about when he said reciprocal, but they didn't read before and they didn't read after to understand what he was talking about.
Reciprocate. You do it for me, I do it for you. Right. So the Ukraine must not be put. I'm
gonna get to it.
Okay, you're gonna break that down.
I'm gonna break it down.
Okay, so here's what President Zelensky came back and said. Yes, you are absolutely right. Not only 100%, but actually 1,000%. And I can tell you the following. I did talk to Angela Merkel, and I did meet with her. I also met and talked with Macron, and I told them that they are not doing quite as much as they need to be doing on the issues with the sanctions. They are not enforcing the sanctions. They are not working as much as they should work for Ukraine. It turns out that even though logically the European Union should be our biggest partner, but technically the United States is a much more bigger partner than the European Union. And I'm very grateful to you for that, because the United States is doing quite a lot for Ukraine.
Any pressure?
No pressure at all. This is the president. The president of Ukraine.
A conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, much more than the European Union, especially when we are talking about the sanctions against the Russia Federation, I would also like to thank you for your great support in the area of defense. We are ready to continue to cooperate for the next steps. Specifically, we are almost ready to buy more javelins from the United States for defense purposes. All right.
And those are like shoulder fire missiles is what the javelins are.
Okay. All right. So the President Trump comes back and said, I would like you to do us a favor, though, because our country has been through a lot and Ukraine knows a lot about it. I would like you to find out what happened with this whole situation with Ukraine. They say crowd strike. I guess you have one of your wealthy people, the server. You say Ukraine has it. There are a lot of things that went on. The whole situation. I think you're surrounding yourself with some of the same people. I would like to have the Attorney General call you or your people, and I would like you to get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
As you saw yesterday, the whole nonsense ended with a very poor performance by a man named Robert Mueller. An incompetent performance. But they say a lot of it started with Ukraine. Whatever you can do is very important that you do it if that's possible. Okay, stop right there.
Right there.
It sounds like the president, because he brought up Robert Mueller, he was talking about this Russia witch hunt of a collusion.
That's right. Yep. Yeah.
And can I just say this here? I hope that people don't think that the president is supposed to look the other way.
Like Obama did.
About this Russia witch hunt collusion.
Who
masterminded it?
Well,
who was behind it?
Yeah.
So they're trying to get to the bottom of it.
They're trying to get to the bottom of it. That's right. And when you say look the other way, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
You all took and have the media have taken and beat our president over the head
Right.
with some Russia hosts and all of these damnable names and corruption
Right.
and collusions whenever the Democrats been the one doing it.
Right.
We have proof
Uh-huh.
that Hillary paid for the dossier, the
That's
fake
right.
dossier from a foreign entity.
Right.
But
nobody. And why would you go to Russia to get a dossier when the president lives right here
Right.
in the United States of America?
Right.
That lets me know you were going to get some fake stuff.
Fake stuff.
To spread that in the
Yeah.
media, because she had the left-wing media in her pocket.
But this is the president of the United States.
Uh-huh.
And he wants to have a relationship with these different foreign countries.
Ukraine
and
are
so
our
forth.
ally.
Yeah. So he wants to have a good relationship with them. And the media do this. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. I would like you to do us a favor, because our country has been through a lot and Ukraine knows a lot about it.
Yep.
When the president mentioned Attorney General, Robert Mueller and CrowdStrike,
Yep.
they talking about this Russia witch hunt of a collusion.
That's right.
I don't hear Biden name in this.
I don't see
They ain't
nothing
talking about no
2020.
2020 election.
Nothing about
they
that.
talking about Russia
Russia.
collusion. But what the media don't want
That's right.
is the president to investigate
Yep.
who pushed this Russia collusion
Yep.
witch hunt of a hoax.
That's right.
That's what it is.
That's right.
So let me calm down. President Zelensky came back. Yes, it is very important for me and everything you just mentioned earlier. For me, as a president, it is very important, and we are open for any future cooperation. We are ready to open a new page on cooperation in relations between the United States and Ukraine. For that purpose, I just recall our ambassador from the United States, and he will be replaced by a very competent and very experienced ambassador who will work hard on making sure that our two nations are getting closer. Okay,
I know why he replaced the ambassador.
because was he crooked?
Crooked.
Go. Yeah. I will. I'm part of the swamp.
Yep.
I will also like and hope to see him having your trust and your confidence and have personal relations with you so that we can cooperate even more so. I will personally tell you that one of my assistants spoke with Mr. Giuliani just recently, and we are hoping very much that Mr. Giuliani will be able to travel to Ukraine, and we will meet once he comes to Ukraine. I just wanted to assure you once again that you have nobody but friends around us. I will make. Go ahead, Sil. You want to say something?
Yeah, start right there.
Come on,
Let's just back up to
bag
Giuliani.
Bag it up.
Because I'm hearing a lot of people ask this one ignorant question.
Come on.
Why did he have Giuliani go and meet? Why did he choose Giuliani?
First of all, the president trusts Giuliani, and that's
right.
the president's lawyer.
And that's who he chose
right,
to
and this
do
is
it.
doing this Russia witch hunt.
Yes.
Giuliani was right there.
That's
so
right.
Giuliani has every right to be there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, and I'm thinking off of my memory, whenever the new government came into place,
right,
there was a lot of excuse me, let me back up.
Come on, back it up.
Whenever President Trump took office, there were some people over there in the Ukraine trying to get a message over here to Trump about the corruption that was going on with the Democrats.
Whoa.
Okay? And from my understanding,
you can understand it.
The ambassador was the one blocking that information to from getting to President Trump to the administration.
Okay, so he must have been in on the fix when it came to that Russia witch hunt.
It's a she.
Oh, the
I
she.
believe it's
Okay.
a she. Yeah. Okay, don't quote me, but I believe it's a she. And so then let's fast forward to now with Giuliani going to, because they're trying to establish their relationship. And one thing about our president, he don't want war, he wants peace.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
But Giuliani was on his way over there and he stopped. And said, no, he's not going to go. See, it was too many Obama operatives
over there.
Still there. A slime in the dirt. And they didn't want to get anything done. They want to be corrupt. That's from my understanding.
Well, you know what? It's very important with Giuliani being the president's lawyer that they get to the bottom of this witch hunt. Who
Yes.
perpetuated it?
Yep.
Who was behind it?
Yep.
I think, again, that the Democrats think that everybody's supposed to look the other way because there's no collusion. Well, we don't want you to find out who did what. And I think it's a lot of powerful Democrats that's involved in the foolishness.
Oh, yes.
And that's why they're pushing this here. They want to distract us with impeachment. They want to take this to pick it apart and take a few words and say, oh, it was some quick pro quo. Oh, it was this. Well, they don't want you looking at them.
Because I believe that a lot of Democrats bullied. I believe that they bullied a lot of these different foreign countries, and they did a lot of that quid pro quo by holding a lot of aids and different things from them unless you do this or unless you do that. Because it's very funny how American dollars go out of America into these foreign countries, but recycle back around to somebody's pocketbook or bank account.
That's right. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Okay, so Zelensky went on to say, I just wanted to assure you once again that you have nobody but friends around us. I will make sure that I surround myself with the best and most experienced people. I also wanted to tell you that we are friends. We are great friends. And you, Mr. President, have friends in our country so we can continue our strategic partnership.
That's right.
I also plan to surround myself with great people. And in addition to that investigation, I guarantee as the president of Ukraine that all the investigations will be done openly and candidly, that I can assure you. Openly. Not hiding something. Openly. Who is this here crowd strike? What happened with this Russia collusion? Because that's what it looked like they were trying to get to the bottom of.
Because what they're doing, what Democrats are doing is trying to cover their own dirt.
That's exactly what they're doing.
And that's why they made up some new dirt. Because they don't want us to see their dirt.
That's right. That's right. So the president went on to say, good, because I heard you had a prosecutor who was very good and he was shut down. And that's really unfair. A lot of people are talking about that. The way they shut your very good prosecutor down, and you had some very bad people involved. Come on, I'm going to stop right there.
No, you just said it. And you had some very bad, the president is telling them you had some very bad people involved. Go ahead.
Mr. Giuliani is a highly respected man. He was the mayor of New York City, a great mayor, and I would like him to call you. Excuse me. And there's nothing wrong with that because Giuliani is the president's attorney. And they getting to the bottom of. We already know there was no Russia collusion.
That's right.
Now who pushed it?
Who pushed it? Because $40 million of our tax dollars is gone down the drain.
And if the people that was in power before Zelensky got in there helped push this, they want to get to the bottom of it.
Were they corrupt?
That's right. That's right. The president goes on to say, I will ask him to call you along with the attorney general. Rudy very much knows what's happening, and he is a very capable guy. If you could speak to him, that would be great. The former ambassador from the United States, the woman was bad news, and the people she was dealing with in the Ukraine were bad news. So I just want to let you know that. The other thing, there's a lot of talk about Biden's son. That Biden stopped the prosecution of a lot of people, want to find out about that. So whatever you can do with the attorney general would be great. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution. So if you can look into it, it sounds horrible to me. Stop right there.
Stop right there.
Thank you, Snoozy. Okay, now, the president said, we want to talk about, I just want to let you know that the other thing, there's a lot of talk about Biden's son. Well, we wouldn't have known nothing about Biden's son and about Biden had Biden not got out there and started bragging about what he was doing. And Giuliani went on ahead and brought it to light. You can say Giuliani was a whistleblower too.
That's right.
On Joe Biden.
And that's why Joe Biden want to silence him.
That's right.
From doing interviews.
And the reason why they trying to say that the president was trying to use this to stop Biden is because y'all don't want Biden dirt to get out. No. But what they were doing was investigating. Why did Biden take and blackmail, bribe, and extort the Ukrainian president with our tax dollars and telling them, hey, if you don't fire this prosecutor
Uh-huh.
who was investigating his son, the company his son's working for.
That's right.
Then I'm going to withhold this for you.
Right.
Well, if you look up blackmail, bribery, or extortion, that's what Biden did.
And where is the subpoenas on that?
Now, according to the treaty, according to the treaty that was signed November 10th, 1999, President Trump has every right to call out corruption.
That's right.
Biden, if he corrupt, he corrupt.
He's corrupt.
But the president didn't have to dig up nothing. Biden put all of this out himself.
That's right.
President didn't have to dig up nothing.
And notice, now the president didn't say, I need you to look into Biden.
That's right.
I need you to see what you can find out about Biden and his son. He said the former ambassador from the United States, the woman, was bad news, and the people she was dealing with in the Ukraine were bad news. So I just want to let you know that. The other thing, there's a lot about Biden's son.
There's a lot of talk about Biden's son.
That Biden stopped the prosecution.
That Biden stopped the prosecution. Well, where did the president get that information from? Because Biden was the one that told it.
He didn't have to dig nothing.
He didn't have to dig. It was already out there.
That's right. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution so he can look into it. It sounds horrible to me.
Right.
Notice that the president was talking about the investigation that was previously open, but it was shut down by Biden.
That's right.
Blackmail, bribery, and extortion is a crime. And according to the treaty that Bill Clinton signed, the Ukraine can assist with getting down to the bottom of this crime.
That's right. There you go. And see, that's what the Democrats and the left-wing media and even some on the right don't want you all to
know.
see.
That's
They're going to take this and depict this apart. President didn't do a damn thing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong.
And one more thing.
Come on.
There is a difference between digging up dirt on someone and referencing the dirt that was already exposed by the perpetrator.
That's right.
There's a difference between that.
There's a difference between that.
And I'm a little tired of the media conflating what went down and what was said. And then I'm a little sick and tired of the people sitting there allowing it to happen.
That bothers me too.
Yes.
Okay, so President Zelensky came back and said, I wanted to tell you about the prosecutor. First of all, I understand that I'm knowledgeable about the situation. Since we've won the absolute majority in the parliament, the next prosecutor general will be 100% my person, my candidate, who will be approved by the parliament and will start as a new prosecutor in September. He or she will look into the situation specifically to the company that you mentioned in this issue. The issue of the investigation of the case is actually the issue of making sure to restore the honesty so that we will take care of that and will work on the investigation of the case. On top of that, I will kindly ask you if you have any additional information that you can provide to us. The Ukrainian president, anything else you need to provide to us, because according to this treaty, they can work together when it comes to corruption and criminality.
And where was the pressure? Any pressure?
There was no pressure, none whatsoever. On top of that, I would kindly ask if you have any additional information that you can provide us. It would be very helpful for the investigation to make sure that we administer justice in our country with regards to the ambassador to the United States from Ukraine. As far as I recall, her name is Ivanovich. And I believe she was corrupt, allegedly. It's been alleged she was corrupt. It was great that you were the first one who told me that she was a bad ambassador, because I agree with you 100. Her attitude towards me was far from best, as she admired the previous president and she was on his side. A lot of corruption, a lot of draining the swamp is what it looked like right here. Okay?
Exactly.
She would not accept me as the new president well enough.
That's right.
Okay? Familiar with that? So the president comes back and say, well, She's going to go through some things. I will have Mr. Giuliani give you a call, and I am also going to have Attorney General Barr call, and we will get to the bottom of it. I'm sure you will figure it out. I heard the prosecutor was treated very badly, and he was a very fair prosecutor. So good luck with everything. Your economy is going to get better and better, I predict. You have a lot of assets. It's a great country. I have many Ukrainian friends. They're incredible people. Any quid pro quo?
Any pay for play?
Any pressure? Y'all tell me because I'm reading it.
Yes, we reading it.
We almost finished, you all. President Zelensky. I would like to tell you that I also had quite a few Ukrainian friends that lived in the United States. Actually, last time I traveled to the United States, I stayed in New York near Central Park, and I stayed at the Trump Tower. That's where we stay sometimes.
Yeah.
And look, this man just liked the president. He liked his style.
Yeah.
Good. He says, I will talk to them and hope to see them again in the future. I also wanted to thank you for your invitation to visit the United States, specifically Washington, D.C. On the other hand, I also want to assure you that we will be very serious about the case and we work on the investigation. As to the economy, there is much potential for our two countries, and one of the issues that is very important for Ukraine is energy independence. I believe we can be very successful in cooperating on energy independence with the United States. We are already working on cooperation. We are buying American oil, but I am very hopeful for a future meeting. We will have more time and more opportunities to discuss these opportunities and get to know each other bever.
Who would want to meet with somebody in the future if they was being pressured
That's
to
right.
do something that they didn't want to do?
That's right.
Who?
And why aren't you going along with what the Ukrainian president said? Hey, I wasn't pressuring nothing. What are you all talking about?
And the Democrats, they are upset that this man likes the president and he do not want corruption.
That's right. Well, that's because the Democrats are used to corruption.
Used to the corruption.
That's right. Okay. And then he goes on to say, I would like to thank you very much for your support. So the president says, good. Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. I will tell Rudy and Attorney General Barr to call. Thank you. Whenever you would like to come to the White House, feel free to call. Give us a date and we'll work that out. I look forward to seeing you. And this is the president invites everybody to the doggone White House.
Yes.
He wasn't trying to say, well, hey, you can have some time with me at the White House because of this. No. He invites everybody to the White House.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So President Zelensky says, thank you very much. I would be happy to come and would be happy to meet with you personally and get to know you better. I'm looking forward to our meeting, and I also would like to invite you to visit Ukraine and come to the city of Kyiv, which is a beautiful city. I'm probably not pronouncing it right. You have a beautiful country which would welcome you. We have a beautiful country which will welcome you. On the other hand, I believe that on September 1st, we will be in Poland, and we can meet in Poland, hopefully. After that, it may be a good idea for you to travel to Ukraine. We can either take my plane or go to Ukraine, or we can take your plane, which is probably much better than mine.
Oh, my goodness.
Did that sound like two presidents? Hey, I'll meet you here.
Yes.
We can maybe ride on my plane.
Yeah.
What's the big deal
with that?
Yeah. Okay. So the president says, okay, we can work that out. I look forward to seeing you in Washington and maybe in Poland because I think we're going to be there at that time. President Zelensky, thank you very much, Mr. President. The president, congratulations on a fantastic job you've done. The whole world was watching. I'm not sure it was so much of an upset, but congratulations. And then Zelensky said, thank you, Mr. President. Bye-bye. And that was the end of the conversation. Now, throughout that conversation, they tried to say there was some quid pro quo and the president was pressuring somebody. And that is a lie according to what we just read here. How is that pressure by having a normal conversation and you're talking about corruption and this treaty allows him to talk about corruption.
And then if you notice something too, you notice that nothing about holding any aid was part of the conversation.
Nothing about that.
Nor was it in the transcript.
Well, wait. Why are they saying that the president tried to withhold aid and that wasn't even part of the conversation?
Wasn't even part of this conversation.
Or even in the transcript.
That's right.
Come on,
Look
Sil.
at that lie, you all. This is the lie that they're trying to tell, okay? But the way that the fake as hell news reported it, they took the line that I will say we do a lot for Ukraine. But the very fake news deviated from the transcript and said that the U.S. Congress had approved $400 million in aid for Ukraine, but POTUS put it on hold. See, they took something from a whole nother situation. Okay? And the way that I don't even want to call their call letters out, but the fake news reported it. They reported a line from the transcript, but then did commentary around that one line to make it appear like he had held money from this. But that they didn't talk about.
They didn't talk about no aid. See, if you gonna pin something on somebody, you all made it seem like that was part of the transcript.
The transcript.
They didn't withhold. They didn't talk about any aid in this here transcript.
That's right.
In this on this phone conversation.
That's right.
He didn't say nothing like, well, hey, if you don't do this, I'm gonna withhold aid. But Biden
did.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He said it on the video.
Yes, he did.
They went on to say that when President said, I wouldn't say that it was reciprocal necessarily, it was unclear about what POTUS, President Trump, meant by that. Was he pushing Zelensky to set up? That's what the fake news asked.
Wait a minute.
With this one line. With this one line, that's what the fake news said.
Was he pushing
Zelensky to set up?
He wasn't pushing. Go ahead. You must got it. Come on.
I got it.
Come on. Come on.
It's the fake as hell news.
Come on.
Would have read the entire transcript instead of dissecting specific lines to fit their fake narrative. They would have known that President was talking about Germany and the European countries not doing the same thing as the United States to help the Ukraine. Reciprocal means them giving the same thing.
Right. Reciprocating.
Yes. The Germany, Merkel, they wasn't doing the same thing as we as the United States. The European countries wasn't helping out as much as the United States.
Right.
That's what the president was saying. That's what he meant. But the fake news only took that one little line and then did commentary around it like they didn't know what was going on. Because they're betting on you to be dumb.
And not figure it out.
And not read it.
Here's what gets me though, Sil. You got even some on the right.
Yes.
Believe it. You didn't read the transcript. Imagine we having a phone conversation and somebody to pick our conversation apart to mean what they wanted to believe. And then you spread that in half the doggone media.
Yes.
This is wrong.
This is wrong. The fake news dissected another part of the transcript. The other thing they said, whenever the president said the other thing, there's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about it. The fake news reported it like this, that it's unclear what prosecution President Trump was talking about.
Well, then how you gonna make the distinction if it's unclear to you?
Right. But they're saying it's unclear what the prosecution. But if the fake news would have opened their eyes and removed their own hatred, they could have read the next line, which stated, Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution.
That's what the president... You know what
Do you see
yes. So what they did was they took little lines and they made their own what they thought it meant and pushed that stuff out there in the media.
Yes. And the way they did it, they only took little snippets of this whole transcript that we just read, put their commentary around it to make it mean this. And now when I hear them saying, they're saying he picked up the phone and called to tell Zelensky to dig up dirt on Biden, which is a political opponent for the 2020 election.
And that's
and nothing.
about 2020
was
election even came up. It was a very appropriate call, and the left-wing media and some on the right spreaded this foolishness.
They're liars.
You all are straight liars. And then you expect for me to believe you? I don't believe a damn thing.
And another
y'all
thing,
say.
there are also conspiracy theories.
That's right.
They sit here and talk about we're conspiracy theories. Y'all just set this here up to make it look a certain way.
Here's the thing, and they are conspiring to try to take down a duly elected president who was elected by 60-some million people.
Yes.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yes.
Because we just sat here and we read the whole transcript to you.
That's right.
I don't see no quid pro quo. I don't see no pressure.
No.
I see two men having a general conversation, how one admired the other. I mean,
and he wanted to drain the swamp from his own country. He don't want no corruption under there. He want peace.
Right.
Okay, so then Nancy Pelosi.
Okay, so Nancy,
she have a slip up.
Yeah, we won't play the video, but you can go
to our social media.
You can go to our social media page and see it. Yeah. She has a slip up. It sounds like to me, it looks like she may have implicated herself.
Exactly.
Because what she did was she basically said that she before the transcript was released.
Yep.
This is what we tweeted. Nancy Pelosi admitted to knowing what was in the phone call between Trump and Zelensky. How did she know what was in the call? The transcript was not declassified, unredacted, or released to the public until after her impeachment announcement. Where are the subpoenas? So the jig is up. So how does she know? What was in the transcript to even make that decision?
That's right.
And see, she just now finally put that out, which implicated herself. Because from day one, we were saying, how can she start an inquiry of impeachment based off of hearsay? Because we knew you didn't have you didn't listen to no phone conversation. Right. You didn't hear you didn't read no transcript. And she been hearing that. Then she get on 60 Minutes and say, well, I already had the information. It was in the public domain. Well, the public domain is where all the public can get to it. So
and
what
we didn't
domain?
Get that until the next day.
That's right.
After the president declassified everything.
So if you already knew, then that makes me think that this have had to be in a setup.
Oh, this is definitely a setup.
Okay, so okay. Well, okay.
And this is our opinion.
This is
our opinion about it.
Yeah,
you know.
And why isn't she being investigated?
Why isn't she being investigated? And where are my fellow Republicans that's supposed to be looking into this?
Well, I think that they so scared of the left-wing media. Some of y'all can't read. Or maybe some of you are so intelligent till you're just stupid. I mean, it don't take a rocket science to read a sentence and can figure out what's going on. A
paragraph to know what the contents of it is. We learned that in school.
But when I see people allowing people to take words out of context, take little words and run it with the narrative, you ain't no better than the swamp. You ain't no better than the left.
Yeah. And then you don't piggyback and get them straight on it. You let that just spread all over the universe without getting them straight about it. You know, and it really amazes me that whenever Republicans are being investigated, it's considered constitutional. Right. But when Democrats are being investigated, it's considered political.
Right.
And the deal is, we have a list of different things that the Democrats needs to be investigated on. And we're supposed to have people in office sitting in different places that's supposed to be looking into a lot of this stuff, and you're sitting back with your hands on your behind your back, scared. I want to know, what do the Democrats have over you Republicans? Because I remember Jeff Sessions.
Come on.
He got in and immediately they was able to shut him down. What were they holding over his head?
That's right.
It's a lot of swamp dwellers sitting there like rats clogging the doggone pipe. And this country is becoming stagnated because of it.
Well, here's the deal. So I heard this afternoon that the Dems have subpoenaed Pompeo for some Ukrainian documents. But if Nancy Pelosi was able to get her hands on the transcript before it was released, so she said it was in the public domain. Then she can't get her hands on them documents without subpoenaing them. Yeah.
Even down to the transcript. What about Obama's transcript with Ukraine?
That's right.
What about Biden's transcript with Ukraine? What about Hillary Clinton and the DNC transcript with Ukraine?
That's right.
What
Ain't
about
nobody
that?
talking
Let
about that.
us unredact that and declassify that so we can see where our money's at.
That's right. I like that.
What really went down.
Now let's talk a little bit about old Joe. Sleepy, sloppy, creepy, slow, crooked Joe.
Yeah, let's talk about the truth about him. The truth that the Democrats don't want nobody to see.
And on top of that, you got Joe Biden. Now let me tell you how crooked this mofo is.
Tell me.
He done sent letters to the major news outlets telling them not to let Rudy Giuliani on television to speak about this Ukrainian
his
situation.
interviews about it.
Right. But who do you think you are, Biden? You not the doggone president. You ain't even the vice president
and
no
you
more.
ain't the dictator.
So if you can take and you can do that to try to discredit Rudy Giuliani, to keep him from opening up his mouth about what's going on, you're doing a lot of other shady stuff.
That's right.
That you don't want nobody to know
that's
about.
Right.
Your little house of cards are about to start tumbling right on down.
Right on down.
So Joe Biden was in charge of the Obama administration Ukraine policy. Let that sit in. Now, Biden is in charge of the Ukraine policy. But Biden's son can sit on a board in Ukraine and make $50,000 to $80,000 a month.
More than the Ukrainian president made in a year.
And nobody say nothing? Not even Obama? Yeah.
They think we done.
Yeah. Days after flying to Ukraine on Air Force Two, his son was given a job raking in $50,000 a month from the Ukrainian natural gas company. Right there. Let's start right there.
Start right there.
Why is it that Biden's son had to get a job in Ukraine while Joe Biden was working on the Ukraine policy? Why couldn't Joe Biden's son get a job right here in the United States? Why couldn't he get in another country? You see how it looked like some pay for play to us?
Y'all see that?
Obama put you in charge over the Ukrainian policies. And what you did, old Joe, to us, allegedly. Sound like he got his son a hookup.
Yeah.
It's what you call a hookup. Yeah. Son didn't know nothing about natural oil. As a matter of fact, it's been alleged his son was a crack addict, a crackhead, and he got kicked out the military.
That's what
That's what it's been alleged. And all of a sudden, he can go from being a crackhead to sitting on the board making about $50,000 a month. Listen. I just want to. It's been alleged.
Well,
I ain't making it up.
They said he knew nothing about the natural gas company.
Now here's the deal. Hunter Biden never registered as a foreign agent with the Department of Justice. Is he going to be investigated? Because didn't Manafort go down for not registering as a foreign agent?
That was part of the charges.
Were the investigations or subpoena for that?
Yep.
Where's the investigation on that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, granted, this level of quid pro quo, pay for play, can't be going on, and Obama don't know what the heck.
Don't even know about it.
Don't get it twisted. It's not like Obama the president and he don't know what his vice president is doing.
He put him over there.
They all know. They know.
And look at it right now. President Barack Hussein Obama is quieter than a mice peeing on cotton.
He quiet. I wonder why. So here, before you go into that, because I don't even know if you got it, because I'm not done with Biden.
Go ahead. What we got?
So Biden, you all, openly and jokingly, just telling his business. You know, Biden is so arrogant, he don't realize that he echoes the sentiments of racism and bigotry. He don't realize that he can't remember. He don't realize that there probably was never no sugar corn pop or corn pop. And he don't even realize that he told everybody what he did. How he shook down the Ukrainian president. and told that Ukrainian president, if you don't fire that prosecutor, you're not going to get this foreign aid, which was our American tax dollars. Don't that sound like some quid pro quo?
It sounds like it to me.
Don't that sound like a shakedown to you?
Yep.
Don't that sound like some pressure to you?
Yep.
Because the Ukrainians, they needed that foreign aid.
Yep. Well, according to The Hill, since at least 2016, Democrats repeatedly have exerted pressure on Ukraine, a key U.S. ally for buffering Russia, to meddle in the U.S. politics and elections. The pressure began at least as early as January 2016 when Obama, White House, unexpectedly invited Ukraine's top prosecutors to Washington to discuss fighting corruption in the country. Oh, where the media at on that?
Can you read that again and make sure they got it?
Yeah. The pressure began at least as early as January 2016 when the Obama White House unexpectedly invited Ukraine's top prosecutors to Washington to discuss fighting corruption in the country.
Stop right there.
Stop right there.
So how is it Obama can invite the Ukraine president to the White House to discuss corruption, but the president of the United States talk about it on the phone with the Ukrainian president, and now they saying he trying to do some quick pro quo and trying to do a pressure the man. This don't make no sense. How is it that Obama can do it, can talk about corruption, but President Trump can't? Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
Right here.
The meeting promised, as training turned out to be more of a pretext for the Obama administration to pressure Ukraine's prosecutor to drop an investigation into the Burisma Holding gas company that employed Hunter Biden, and to look for new evidence in a then dormant criminal case against eventual Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort, a GOP lobbyist. Let's back it up. So instead of Obama inviting the Ukraine president back then to the White House to talk about the corruption when it came to this prosecutor, he basically said, don't mess with Biden. We want you to investigate or dig up some dirt pretty much on Paul Manafort.
That's right. Got my damn head hurting over this here mess.
I'm
don't
sorry.
nobody want to talk about this.
Let's go back. Obama, when did that happen? In 2016? 2016, Obama, his administration, they invited that Ukraine president to the White House to talk about corruption. Now, here's the pressure to me. But we don't want you talking about what Joe Biden done and his son and that company that his son is working for. We want you to dig up some stuff on Paul Manafort. Y'all let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah.
So when the fake news telling you stuff tomorrow or tonight, we giving it to you right here.
Yep.
Go ahead on, Silk. You want me to read something else?
I can't pronounce this name right here.
I can't either, but I'll try.
But Ukraine's chief anti-corruption prosecutor.
Ukraine's chief anti-corruption prosecutor told me that soon after he returned from Washington meeting, he saw evidence in Ukraine of political meddling in the U.S. elections. Stop right there. So there was a corrupt president back in 2016 before President Zelensky of Ukraine.
That's right.
That was meddling in the U.S. election, trying to dig up dirt on people. The Obama administration knew about it because the Obama administration invited them to the White House and told them, whoa. Don't investigate that company that Biden's son worked for. We want you to start investigating Manafort. Let's read on. Where I'm at, girl. Where I'm at. That's when two top Ukrainian officials released secret evidence of the American media smearing Manafort. you Democrats, you left-wing media,
Mm-hmm.
Obama and his administration. Yeah, let me go head on. The release of the evidence forced Manafort to step down as Trump's top campaign advisor.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
A Ukrainian court concluded last December that the release of the evidence amounted to an unlawful intervention in the U.S. election by Kyiv's government, although that ruling has since been overturned on a technicality.
I wonder what type of technicality.
Oh, my God.
Who got paid off?
Oh, my God.
Allegedly.
Shortly after the Ukraine prosecutor returned from their Washington meeting, a new round of Democrat pressure was exerted on Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
This time via its embassy in Washington.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can continue to go on and on and on.
Okay,
wait,
go ahead. No, I didn't know you had all of this good stuff.
I got the goody. I ain't sitting around looking cute. I'm sitting around here trying to get to the bottom of the
So you
BS.
all, okay, so we're, okay. Let's start with right here?
Here.
Okay. Chaley said his embassy rebuffed both requests because it recognized they were improper efforts to get a foreign government to try to influence the election against Trump and for Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
The political pressure continued. Biden threatened to withhold $1 billion in crucial U.S. aid to Kyiv if Poroshenko did not fire the country's chief prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine would have been bankrupt without the aid.
Mm-hmm.
So Poroshenko obliged on March 29, 2016, and fired Prosecutor General Viktor Shokin.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
At that time, Biden was aware that Shokin's office was investigating Burisma, which was the firm employing Hunter Biden, after a December 2000 New York Times article. What wasn't known at the time, Shokin told me recently that the Ukrainian prosecutors were preparing a request to interview Hunter Biden about his activities and the monies he was receiving from Ukraine. If such an interview became public during the middle of the 2016 election, it could have had enormous negative implications for Democrats.
That's right.
You know,
Listen to this.
So you nasty Democrats. So this is why they pushing impeachment. Distract us because they don't want us.
They
to
don't
see
want their
dirt.
Go ahead and read on.
Democrats continue to tap Ukraine for Trump dirt throughout the 2016 election. The report shows. Nellie Orr, the wife of senior U.S. Justice Department official Bruce Orr, worked in the 2016 as a contractor for Fusion GPS, the same Hillary Clinton-funded opposition research firm that hired Christopher Steele, the British spy who wrote the now-debunked dossier linking Trump to Russia collusion. Nellie Orr testified to Congress that some of the dirt she found on Trump during her 2016 election opposition research came from a Ukrainian parliament member. She also said that she eventually took the information to the FBI through her husband. Another way Ukraine got inserted into the 2016 election. Nellie Orr and his wife need to be in jail.
Where the subpoenas?
High crimes and misdemeanors. They need to be investigated, and they need to be, because they the one put Ukrainian in this by getting dirt from a parliament member and giving that over to the FBI. Y'all, this is messy. Politics, pressure, opposition research, all were part of the Democrats' playbook on Ukraine long before Trump ever called Zelensky this summer. And as Senator Murphy's foray earlier this month shows, it hasn't stopped. The evidence is so expansive as to strain the credulity of the Democrats' current outrage at Trump's behavior with Ukraine. Like, why y'all upset? Look at all of the stuff that you all done.
Look at it. And then they want to sit here and That's why they continue to push it. Everybody, every news organization is spinning the same thing.
So they are all in cahoots together.
They're all in cahoots together.
So really all the president have is we the people.
Yep.
Now, I want you all to look at what they're doing to a duly elected president.
Yep.
If they can abuse their power, take down the government,
Yep.
take down his administration,
Yep.
go against the will of the people, you being an American in this country.
Yep.
That don't even have that level of power. Mm-hmm. Don't you know they can take down you? Mm. I'm even afraid being what we call a minority in this country. If they do that to a sitting president who is the most powerful man on the planet, people hate when I say planet, on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what they'll do to a minority, somebody like us, or somebody down the street. Mm-hmm. They can take them down just like that. So who holds Congress accountable? Who's supposed to hold Congress accountable? We, the American people.
That's right.
But we, the American people, we can't go in silence. We're going to have to speak out because back in 2016, the Obama administration brought in the Ukrainians. And the president told them, no. Don't investigate. For Baruzma, whatever it is, Biden's son's company. You go out the Manafort, dig up some dirt on him.
Manafort, Where is the media at on that?
Oh, they're not going to tell the truth about that.
Where is Nancy Pelosi at? Well, she can't be that far because she's probably part of all of that.
Yes. There's some high, powerful Democrats that's intertwined in this foolishness.
Yes.
Now, the only way we can get them, we're going to have to get the House and we're going to have to keep the Senate.
Exactly.
And then, I don't give a damn if who your friend, I don't care. Yeah. You need to go after all of them.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm.
I don't care who friends are. Mm-hmm. Now, let's talk about this. Go ahead.
But you just said something that is so true.
Come on.
The swamp. The rhinos.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
That's supposed to be Republicans, the rhino Republicans, are no different than the Democrats.
No, they're not.
No. They all buddies. Mm-hmm. And why are you sitting in position, but you say, that's my friend, and I can't do this, and I can't do that?
In that Constitution. Thank you, Jacqueline. In that Constitution, it don't say nothing about who your friends
are. Yeah.
You got to follow the law.
The law.
So if you sit on the Judiciary Committee, and you can see a quid pro quo when it comes to Biden, holding foreign aid, Biden running around here sending letters to news outlets telling them not to have Rudy Giuliani on no more.
Or you have Nancy Pelosi
abusing her power, calling on an inquiry of impeachment, didn't have a shred of proof, didn't get on 60 Minutes and say, oh, the transcript was put in public domain when she knew about it, and that don't sound like that's accurate.
Where are these subpoenas? They're subpoenaing everybody.
Why ain't the Democrats standing up and say, whoa, this is wrong? But it's some power, it's some big time powerful people. One of them is named Obama. Yes. And y'all don't want to implicate him. And the reason why they need old Crooked, because Crooked was going to cover up all of this mess. And see, Crooked, she thinks she has some influence. Let me go ahead on and get it on off my chest while I'm talking. She thinks she still has some influence, so she's still out here running off at her mouth. But she don't have no influence.
No, she don't.
Because see, after 2016, when she didn't get in, the Clinton Foundation, significantly their funds
dried up.
I wonder why. See, the scheming, beaming, the quick pro quo, the pay for play. That's what they all been doing.
That's
especially on the Democrat side.
That's right.
And somebody very powerful is gonna be pointing at you, and y'all trying to protect that person. So what you gonna do is you gonna take a few damn lines out of a transcript. Spin it a certain way to put that in the minds and the ears of the American people, so you can distract us with this foolishness when you know darn well a lot of you Democrats are guilty as hell
of doing exactly what you're trying to say the president is doing. You're guilty of doing it. Those Democrats have been in there for decades, and to me it feels like and look like centuries. President Trump just got into politics. 3 years. And they want to blame him for all of this corruption when they've been the one corrupt.
Snoozy P said, are CIA, FBI, NSA running our country? Hell, I don't know.
And there are a lot of them are Obama operatives and leftovers. And then look at all of the billions of dollars that Obama sent over, the billions in cash to Iran. How much of that money came back to his pocketbook
That's right.
or bank account?
Allegedly. Because now they claiming that it has been alleged he's worth $138 million, and he only been out of office almost 3 years now. Whoa. But now
So they paid their tithes to him.
Yeah. Let's talk about the whistleblower.
The whistleblower. Let's talk about the whistle-dang-go.
Now let's talk about this here. The intelligence community secretly removed the requirement that whistleblowers must have first-hand knowledge in order to submit a complaint. Okay. Now, whistleblowers can file complaints if they have no direct knowledge of the underlying evidence, even if the whistleblower was fed secondhand information. He or she can still file a complaint. It appears that the rule change happened between May 2018 through August 2019. So when I see them changing the rules, to me, this ain't nothing but a damn coup.
Yes. And they changed the rules for when it comes down to impeachment because the original way they couldn't get to impeachment. They changed the rules in the middle of the game recently so they can call themselves trying to get to impeachment. Now they just changed the rules here.
So who was involved in removing the rule?
I want to know who did it. I want to know every finger that did it. Who was it?
Admitted that he or she was not a direct witness to most of the events described. Come on.
So what happened is the whistleblower, when I looked at the complaint of the whistleblower, it's not even worth reading it because it's a bunch of hogwash.
Well, if you want to ask me, this is my humble opinion. Did Nancy Pelosi help him write the complaint?
Well,
because how does she know? She keeps saying that the transcript was in the public domain. Where did she get her information from?
That's right.
And who's helping the whistleblower?
That's right.
And why is it that they have to negotiate for the whistleblower to go up there to Congress? If you blowing the whistle, let's hear what you got to say. And then who told the whistleblower something? Because I'm sorry, I see some criminality. Why did you leak classified information to somebody else? And on top of that, it has been alleged that the whistleblower say it's not hearsay. He has some first-hand information. So who's schooling? Who's schooling the whistleblower?
All of a sudden
now he has some first-hand information.
The transcript done came out. Now all of a sudden, see, the Democrats was not banking on President Trump to say declassified.
That's right.
Unredact. Just let it all. Let the public see the conversation. They wasn't banking on that.
They wasn't banking on that. So think of, go ahead, Sid.
So
go
the
ahead,
whistleblower admitted that he or she was not a direct witness to most of the events described.
Well, what was you a direct witness to?
They wrote the events, but I wasn't a direct witness to it. That's just like me saying, I heard there was a car accident, but I'm in court testifying that I heard it was a car accident. Why the hell am I there wasting those folks' time when I can't tell them what happened? I can only tell them what I heard.
How they gonna write the events? Wait a minute. If he was not directly there to witness it, why would they put this before the people as if this is true?
They're trying to make it appear a certain way. That's why they want this so-called whistleblower to now testify based off of his or her hearsay. He or she said they received information from multiple U.S. government officials and White House officials. If that be the case, why didn't they, the White House officials or the other U.S. government officials, blow the whistles themselves?
If it was so bad.
If it was so
well,
horrible.
I want you to understand, whoever these government officials and White House officials is, they in trouble for leaking classified information.
That's right. Now, here's another thing. Who made this one whistleblower, this one whistleblower, the point guy or the point girl? Was this a spy? Was this person told that you bring all your information to me? I mean, look at it. he or she stated in the complaint that they received information from multiple U.S. government officials and White House officials. Why one person receiving all of this information from these different people?
This a
Who is
setup.
this one person?
Because it's a setup, you all. Think about that. That's not how terms of events happen. So you mean I'm just sitting there doing whatever? Everybody from the White House coming to me to tell me everything.
Everybody.
And you breaking the law.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to leak classified information.
So now here's my question.
Come on, girl.
Who wrote the damn complaint?
Who wrote the complaint?
Who wrote it?
Yeah.
Who wrote it?
Who wrote the complaint, girl?
The complaint don't add up with the transcript.
That's right.
Because you wasn't banking on President Trump to release the transcript of that conversation. There's no facts. The whistleblower complaint also states, I was not a direct witness, and additionally states over 20 times, I was told, I am concerned, I learned, but not one time did he or she say, I know, I saw, I heard, I was there.
Because I'm concerned about a lot of stuff too. But that doesn't mean I can get up and start making allegations and accusations without accurate information. And that doesn't mean for Congress to take that and run with that. And the media to take that and run with that.
Because
to start a coup.
If that be the case,
come on.
Now, can we say we heard that Congress was corrupt?
That's right.
And whistleblow on that?
Yeah, that's right.
And then we go on up there so we can testify how corrupt you are?
You know, they weaponized the whistleblowing process to try to impeach the president.
It's sad.
The whistleblower wasn't on the call. And to us, the whistleblower is a liar.
Yep.
The complaint stated that Trump made a specific request to the Ukrainian leader to locate and turn over servers used by the Democrat National Committee, DNC, and examined by the U.S. cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. That is not, Lord, where is the, hold on, wait a minute. That is not what was said. That is not what was said.
And this is a request that does not appear in the declassified transcript of the call released by Trump.
It doesn't appear in that.
It don't appear in that.
He asked about that CrowdStrike, but all of that other stuff that this man added or this woman added, that's not what was said.
Trump, yes, he mentioned CrowdStrike, but he didn't demand no server.
No, he didn't demand no server.
He didn't say nothing about the DNC or the Democrats.
No, he did not. I was trying to see if I can just put my.
I'll go ahead on. I'll put my finger on.
Put your finger on that. Okay. Yeah. And then another thing is, who in the hell is this whistleblower? Is it Adam Schiff? Because he the one got up there and lied to the American people, bringing up his own little thing. Well, let me go back to that. That's right. Here, this is what the president said. I would like you to find out what happened with the whole situation with Ukraine. They say CrowdStrike. I guess you have one of your wealthy people, the server. They say, wait a minute, they say Ukraine has it. But this guy says,
or he or she,
the whistleblower says, the complaint stated that Trump made a specific request that the Ukrainian leader locate and turn over servers. That's not what he said.
Used by the Democratic
National Committee. He didn't. That's not what he said. And it's whoever this person is told a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah. Okay.
Think we dumb. Think we boo-boo the fool.
Now I heard that the whistleblower is raising money for his lawyer fees. Well, if you ain't lying, why you got to get a lawyer? But this is your way of how you gonna make money off of this here?
No.
Because go ahead, girl.
This is their way of paying this here guy off or she off for what they've done. This is a backdoor way for it to be legal for them to pay this person off. Just like they did this other girl with the Kavanaugh.
But I heard his lawyer was connected to, guess who? Chuck Schumer.
That's right. Yep, the Democrats.
And it looked like this whistleblower is connected to the Democrats.
What was this girl name for Kavanaugh?
Betty, is it Ford? Ford.
Yeah. Notice how she made all that money with her little GoFundMe.
That's right.
That ain't nothing but a backdoor deal. To pay the person off. Because if this lawyer is connected to Chuck Schumer and the Democrats or whatever, remember, even with Ford, she said hers was for free.
That's right.
That lawyer was for free.
Yeah.
Y'all think we
But
really
all of a sudden
dumb.
now, she had a couple of GoFunds up into the tune of $1 million.
Millions. Yes.
Yeah, according to the whistleblower blower complaint, by mid-May, U.S. diplomat Kurt Volker sought to contain the damage from Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani's outreach to Ukraine. But a July 19 text message conversation from Volker to Giuliani provided to Fox News on Thursday showed that Volker had in fact encouraged Giuliani to reach out, excuse me, to Ukraine, even sending Giuliani a message reading, connecting you here with Andrew Yermak, who is very close to President Zelensky.
Right.
Okay, well, there was nothing wrong with that.
Well, here's the deal. A lot of people, the media is trying to make it appear like that Rudy Giuliani just up and did something.
No.
But Giuliani got his stuff together, showing all of his tests. No, this is what they called me on this.
Right. Right.
So a lot of stuff that the fake news is reporting.
Well, you know what? I wonder what are the Democrats trying to cover up?
Yep.
And see, don't forget, remember when Adam Schiff got pranked, you all, while looking for dirt on President Trump? Why isn't that being investigated?
Yep.
Adam Schiff deliberately lied to Congress the other day.
Yeah.
He made up a lie and told a lie to the American people. He planted a lie in the minds of the American people, and he should be fired. When you're dealing with something this serious, we don't got time for you to be playing games.
That's right.
He was up there playing games.
No.
His responsibility is not to play games, not to lie to the American people, but get to the facts. Nothing that he said was in the transcript.
Nothing. But I don't think he was playing games. I think he said exactly what he meant to say because he wanted the public to hear because he think we're dumb. He think we're going to hear it and let it stick. See, the Democrats are used to playing mind games.
Oh, absolutely.
They've been playing mind games for years.
That's what they do.
And now people are awakened to their hoopla and see exactly what's going on. If the conversation between President Trump and Zelensky was so damning, then he could have just read the transcript.
No, but he had to make up. He had to make up another conversation.
Yep.
Because the president didn't do wrong when it came to that transcript.
That's right.
Him and another president was having a conversation. And according to the treaty that Bill Clinton signed into law, they can talk about corruption. The two states can talk about that together. So the two countries, excuse me, thank you. So what do you want President Trump to do? Side strike it? Just beat around the bush? He came out and said, this is what we need. This is what needs to be investigated.
And Schiff, he lied. He lied. It's Adam Schiff, ain't it? He lied in Congress. He should be held in contempt.
That's right.
He should be fired and removed.
That's right. He's a liar.
He needs to be removed.
And why are they prancing him around on the left-wing media? You even had Sonny Hostin thought that... Oh gosh, I'm about to say it. On The View, thought the foolishness was good about what he did. Like she thought it was funny. I didn't find it funny. Sonny Hostin, you being a minority in this country, you ought to know better. Because they lying on President Trump today, but when they do it to your family member tomorrow, then you'll be on The View looking like a fool, and we'll be looking at you like you're crazy.
That's right.
I don't like it when I see people go along with this foolishness when you know this ain't nothing but a damn lie that's being made up on the president of the United States to go against the will of the people, and you think we gonna sit up here. And when I see black people going along with this foolishness, today it's the president, tomorrow it could be your black behind.
Especially when you can see clear as day that he is being railroaded.
He is being railroaded. Listen. Black people, you know how it felt when somebody railroaded you, when somebody lied on you, when you went to court and somebody just took out a few words and used that to prosecute you. So how can you go along with this foolishness, with this Democrat Congress doing what they doing to a sitting president that won this square and fair? We got electoral college. That's how you win elections. Shame on Crooked Hillary if she didn't campaign where she needed to campaign. Shame on her if she was a flawed candidate. Don't take that out on us or the president of the United States.
And I believe sincerely that Adam Schiff is a leaker.
He may be one.
I surely do. I believe that, in my humble opinion, because it's very strange that they are able to have all of this particular information to go along with this and to push that and all of this other different stuff. It's really amazing that they're able to do that, but nothing was available to them. Even Adam Schiff did a tweet back around August or something. And it was in line with what's coming out right now.
Wow.
He
So his
told on
hands
himself.
ain't clean either.
No, his hand is not clean.
See,
None of their hands is
they
clean.
trying to get distraction. I'm gonna distract you with this. While
Yes.
you looking here and you won't see all of the dirt.
Right.
Why do you think Biden is trying to stop Rudy Giuliani? You ain't gonna be able to stop him. You ain't gonna be able to stop the American people for seeing this. We have some crooks right up there in Congress. Some crooks, you all. And Joe Biden is a crook as far as I'm concerned.
He's a crook.
That was some quid pro quo, blackmail, extortion, bribery, using American taxpayer dollars to do it.
Yeah.
You are crooked, Joe.
And
Sleepy,
John,
sloppy, creepy, slow, crooked Joe.
John Kerry, you crooked too.
That's right.
You had a son or stepson that did some things too.
Don't forget about that $1.5 billion
from China.
That went to Biden's son's organization.
That's right. Because this is what I want people to understand. How is it that China can charge America tariffs?
Yeah.
But America system, government, don't charge China tariffs.
Somebody getting a kickback.
But whenever China charge America tariff, American money go to China. Is that money, wait, yes it is, siphoning back around to somebody's bank account over here? Because I'm looking at $1.5 billion that went into Hunter Biden, which is Joe Biden's son's account.
Now imagine two things and then we gonna go. You know, President Trump joked about Russia.
Yeah.
They started an investigation. Joe Biden just blatantly came out and said what he did to the Ukrainian president.
Said it.
And don't nobody want to investigate that?
Everybody hush hush.
Can you imagine if this was Don Jr. and he was sitting on the board collecting $50,000 and his daddy was over something? We would never hear the end. If you had President Trump on tape saying, we're going to withhold this.
Just look at the scrutiny that President Trump's children went through when he first became the president
of the United States.
He had to sign things over to the children.
Right.
They couldn't be involved in this. They didn't want Trump involved in none of his business.
Right.
Just look at the scrutiny that you put this man through.
Right.
It's a damn shame.
It is a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. And listen, Americans, we got to wake up. We got to stop this foolishness on believing the media. I'm sorry, y'all. They lying. We just sat here and we read it to you.
And there are so many people walking up to us telling us that they are ashamed to say that they were once a Democrat.
That's right.
Or that they are a Democrat. It's too many people walking up to us.
Nancy Pelosi said that this is very important. She don't care about losing the House because this impeachment process is important. Well, the reason why she probably don't care because they get their kickbacks and their patty whacks.
Oh yeah, she's
gravy train.
Listen. She's about to turn 80 years old.
Somebody gravy train has come to an end.
Yeah.
Somebody have their hands in the cookie jar.
Yes.
There's no more cookies left.
Yeah.
So the best thing we can do, we have to get rid of this duly elected president, go against the will of the people, or all of our stuff gonna dry up.
So we can stay in here for another decade.
That's right. Because some of them bats big over. They ought to be out of office. If you're 80, go sit your behind down somewhere.
And I'm looking at even how a lot of these Republican senators and congressmen and women are just retiring all of a sudden.
I see that.
That's what they did in 2018. And they want to tell the public that we voted for the Democrats. No. What happened is you had a large sum of Republicans to all of a sudden retire.
Right.
Okay? And Democrats already had their persons in place to take those Republican place. Now look again, here it is 2020, and a lot of Republicans are retiring. This is nothing but a coup, nothing but a scheme, nothing but a scam that they are trying to pull on the American people, y'all.
I don't feel no way tired. I come too far from where we started from. Nobody told us, you all, the road was going to be easy. But I don't believe God will bring us this far to leave us. President Trump has got to drain the swamp.
Yes.
There is some nasty, low-down corruption going on.
Yep.
And they are about to be exposed.
Yes.
And some people don't like it. Please don't get caught up in a hoopla. Understand this here. Impeachment is a process. If that mess get approved by the House and it goes to the Senate, and let's say they approve to impeach, President Trump now get to subpoena whoever he wants to. You could subpoena Obama, Susan Rice, everybody that was in the FBI, Comey, all of them. So you can bring their stuff, bring their dirt to the carpet. Y'all want to play this game? We can show you how it's done.
And you notice they've been talking about impeachment for 3 years.
Before he even got
inaugurated, they was talking about impeachment. You know what? Do it. Do it. Stop talking about it and be about it, Democrats. Try it. Go ahead.
Because what you're doing is you're abusing your power, going against the will of the people. You acting like the mafia.
Just like a dictator.
You acting like the mafia.
And you want to dictate to us what we can eat, how we can live, what we can ride in, what type of air we need to breathe, and who you want to be over our government, to be the president. You're not a dictator.
That's right.
I thought.
That's right. Yeah. Don't write a check that your assets won't be able to cash.
You got that right.
Now, in the darkness, shine a little light on it. You're going to see what's in the dark.
That's right.
Continue to shine light, and we will continue to shine light. Listen, don't forget, we went over, but thank you all for sticking with us. Don't forget to go get your Chit Chat Tour tickets. We're going to be in Orlando, Florida on Saturday. So get your tickets at chitchattour.com. That's chitchattour.com. Get your tickets. We want to see your face in a place so we can continue with the conversation, because I know people are outraged, but I'm here to calm the waters. They don't have nothing on our president. Everything they doing, they making it up as they go. They're making it up as they go, and they look stupid. And the deal is that I don't think Americans are turning a blind eye.
No.
They're looking at this here. They are looking at this here, and they are appalled with how this Democrat Congress is up there acting like they are hoodlums.
The mafia, dictators.
You ain't no dictators.
What they're doing.
This is democracy. We are a republic governed by constitutional laws. The Constitution didn't tell you that you get to abuse your power. Nancy Pelosi, the Constitution didn't tell you that you get to put out an inquiry of impeachment with no proof. The Constitution didn't tell you, pencil neck Adam Schiff, that you get to start running off at your mouth telling the American people lying on a duly elected president.
That's right.
Every day at 11:21, we pray. We pray for this country. We pray for our president. We pray for you. I hope you're praying for us. Prayer changes things. So listen, we was just coming to give you the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime, in between time, we will see you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Good night, everybody.
Orlando, Florida. We'll see you this weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.